Look, we got breaking news involving Lamelo Ball, NB1, and the Charlotte Hornets. Listen, believe it or not, this is the kind of name, that sends shockwaves throughout to get the sports world percolating. Now, this is the kind of name that I am intrigued at, despite that he doesn't have any coaching experience. But we're going to break it all down, ladies and gentlemen. It's Flight Sports. JJ Redick could very well be coaching LaMelo Ball this upcoming season, along with Brandon Miller. It could be a movie up here in Charlotte. This could be something. And I believe Redick will hold this organization accountable and get things done. I'm starting to think it's the fix in. Him and LeBron starting a podcast now. It's now a head coaching job coming on the horizon. What's really going on? Make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe. Go check out Tribe Sports Media, ladies and gentlemen. I got the Chief here. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Chief, I got $1,000,000 questions and I need $1,000,000 answers. What in the world is going on with JJ Redick and LaMelo Ball possibly partnering up to elevate the Charlotte Hornets this season? What's your thoughts on this news and this report?
I was actually, it's funny. You know how you hear some news and you're kind of surprised, but then you're not? Because it almost appears like JJ has set himself up for this type of thing. As you said, JJ Redick was very hard on the Hornets a few years ago in terms of what they were putting around LaMelo Ball. And some people from the BTW tribe kind of reminded me of that. BTW Charlotte, they said, hey, Redick was very critical of the veterans of around LaMelo Ball at that time. Now, all those players are gone. There's a new group of veterans in now. So JJ Redick has always been high on LaMelo Ball, and he is extremely high on Brandon Miller. Is another thing that was brought to my attention because it's the rage, it's the talk of Hornets Twitter now, about JJ Redick, weighing his qualifications, if he's qualified or no. You would think, on the surface, it's like, well, yes, but then if you're going to give him a chance, then it's like, okay, well, what about Sam Cassell? What about some of the others who have paid their dues? So there is definite conversation about this. There are others who are saying, bring him on, bring him, so bring him on, and everything. So the podcast was interesting with LeBron, where he's breaking down plays and and all these things. Also, in that last Brandon, in the video he did with, I believe it was with Legler, him and Legler were discussing Brandon Miller. And JJ Redick kind of said that, well, I called and talked to people in Charlotte to ask them about Brandon Miller, and they said this, that, and the other. And I'm saying, oh, hell, he's already in the building. If he's already talking to Charlotte people in the building for his podcast, which is an interesting layer flight, because I'm curious, as a coach, we continue to do that. Will he continue the podcast as a coach of the Hornets?
I doubt that. I think he'll be locked in. I think that LeBron is helping to facilitate. Listen, you sitting right next to LeBron James. It's only a matter of time before good things happen for you. Like I said, one of his guys, that he grew up with, just got a coaching job in college. I forgot the name of the college, but he became a head coach. And I think, like I said, Redick, his basketball IQ, he has IQ. And what I will say is he will hold guys accountable. He's not no punk, especially, like I said, in his position, going in the locker room with these guys. He was just in locker rooms, you understand? So he's going to be able to come in here and really relate. And I was listening to some of the names the Hornets was throwing out. It was not, we're going to be going back with the same runaround again. If you're going to roll the dice with a coach that has never had experience, you want to go young, go the Willie Green route. Now, Redick, yeah, he ain't been sitting on the bench, but he's in the commentary. He's got this big podcast with LeBron that everybody's raving about, with the IQ is just at top-notch level. You roll the dice with JJ. I'm all for it. You understand? I hate to say it, but I'm with this move. I wasn't with the other names. Even you was telling me about a coach out with Boston, if I'm not mistaken. I just wasn't. Yeah, I just wasn't. I think the Hornets, they need to get a brand name in here. Redick is going to be able to go to the podium and represent the organization. You understand? They need to get a
Oh, no doubt.
name. You know what? Talk to me, Chief. You know where I'm going with this. What's your
No
thoughts on
doubt, no doubt. Oh, but now the press conferences will be very interesting with JJ because if he has any energy that he has with Stephen A. Smith, you know, the whole plumbers narrative came from JJ Redick. You know what I'm saying? The whole they banned with plumbers, all that came from JJ's mouth. So JJ is a lightning rod now. JJ is definitely a lightning rod. So you know, so but you can't deny his basketball knowledge. You know, people, well, you got Kid, he came straight from retirement to coaching. You see what I'm saying? Kerr, the same. Nash, the same. Now we can debate their results, but that is not unusual, Flight, for that to happen. You see what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily I'm not upset at that. Was boy at one time, ACC scorer, one of the leading scorers to ACC for a while, the leading scorer. He's from Duke, so he got roots in the area anyway, which is what some like in Charlotte. They like that if you have roots in that area, they kind of favor guys like the Dukies and the Carolina guys. They favor those guys, So he fits the profile. He'll definitely give great press conferences, and because he's a player, a real player, he'll be a great players coach. And like you said, he will hold the players to account. And I think his experience, he can walk in with a cachet because of that, because if he picks the Hornets, when he had opportunity, rumors was it was trying to bring him up to ESPN and all this stuff. So JJ's face is already out there, and it would be it would be a move, a big splash for this new ownership. Jeff Peterson, it shows that they're ready to take risks. They're not looking to use, like you said, the same old carousel over and over again. But rumors was that Budenholzer wanted a lot more money. That was like, it's like, nah. But we're not running around like we're desperate for coaches when we can have our own. We can pull a new coach and raise them. You got Lamelo. When you have Lamelo and Brandon Miller in your franchise, you can do that. You can do that absolutely. And because of the group they have, like Snall, Plotkin, and Peterson, they're all basketball guys, man. This isn't, with respect to Ballmer out in Clippers, this is not no tech guy coming over to own the team. This ain't Mark Cuban, a tech guy coming over to own the Mavericks. No, they are entrenched already. They already got the connection. They already, here and Peterson overseas, so they're basketball guys already in a way that's different from Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Which is why they was able to pull out the moves in the offseason in free and trade deadline. It shows who they are, Flight. It's going to be interesting.
Absolutely. It's definitely going to be interesting. Shout out to the Charlotte Hornets. I really hope that they get this thing right, because it's paramount for them. I think that there's only so much time, and time is the essence, and
That's
I hope
right.
they can do this. And if they're going to go the young route, make some fireworks with it. And I think JJ would be big, in the league, and everybody's going to be talking about it. It's going to bring eyeballs and attention.
Absolutely.
That's what the Hornets need right now. That's what Melo needs. I'm going to leave it at that. Make sure you hit the like button. And most definitely hit the subscribe button. You already know what it is. It's Flight Sports TV. Salute to the chief. You already know.